Hello everyone, today we're going to do a playthrough of the Mass Effect 3 Leviathan DLC. So yeah, as you can imagine, this is how the DLC starts. You're in the Normandy and you get a message telling you to go do something important for an unseen mega issue that actually isn't required to beat the game. And anytime it would load, so you get the message. Thank you. Admiral Hackett, of course. So we want to go to the Citadel to talk to Dr. Bryson. Done and done. To the Citadel! You know it's something that's slightly disappointing? I mean, I know it has no purpose, but I kind of wish that even after Leviathan was completed, you could still access Dr. Bryson's lab. Because it's pretty cool. And that way, also, if I accidentally press the A button on the Citadel, when I'm highlighting on the Citadel, but I don't actually want to go there, and just accidentally hit the A button, that way I have a "Are you sure if you want to go to the Citadel?" segment now. Yay, flying cars! It's funny how we always think we're gonna get flying cars in our time, and we never do.
I want you to match this against all known locations and update the map. Then contact the field teams.
Yes, sir.
I'm Commander Shepard. We've been expecting you. Just a moment. And Hadley, did you gather the Leviathan data for us? Apologies, Commander. The rest of my team is out investigating leads right now. I'm Dr. Garrett Bryson, and this is Task Force Aurora.
What's your assignment?
Our mandate is to investigate legends, rumors, old stories about the Reapers before anyone knew they existed.
That's an interesting goal. But is anyone doubting the Reapers exist these days?
Turian Counselor, I bet.
Desperate for intelligence. Reaper motives, their operational tactics. Anything that can give us an edge.
And how did you wind up in charge?
When the rest of the galaxy says something doesn't exist, I take that as a chance to prove that it does.
So you're in it for the challenge?
For the truth. Even as late as 2148, humanity still thought aliens were a myth. That was within my lifetime. Once that myth was proven to be reality, our entire history changed.
Reapers were part of that reality too.
But even they have a history, Commander. If we can just uncover it, there may be a weakness we can exploit.
Could have used your help 3 years ago.
Yes. If people had paid more attention to your Prothean beacon, we might not be in this.
I already like this guy.
But now with new information we've uncovered, the breakthrough's near.
He's one of the few do something about it guys out there that isn't Cerberus. Because they do something about it, but they do such horrible things about it. And now he's dead. Thank you, you asshole! Just for that, I'm gonna throw this data pad in your face. God damn it!
This is Commander Shepard. I need C-Sec at my location.
You just took down a guy with a data pad.
Be here. The darkness can't be breached.
That is awesome.
Transit records show his name is Derek Hadley. He's worked here for a couple months.
Shepard, I monitored a C-Sec alert from this location. Were you
Aw, that's so
harmed?
sweet.
I'm fine.
Edie and
But I
Shepard
use
are
your
like
help sorting this out.
parent and child.
Take a look through their files. I need to know what this task force
It makes
was
me
up to.
so upset she has to
At
die.
once.
That she has to die in the destroy ending.
What?
God damn it!
What's happening?
You tell me.
I was gathering our data when you arrived, and then it was dark. Cold. Like I was someplace else.
And then?
I don't know! A gun was in my hand. Dr. Bryson, there was a loud noise.
That was you shooting.
Yeah, I like the non-interrupt version better. Just the way he just so calmly says, "That was
I
you
didn't
shooting
do
him."
it, it wasn't me! You have to believe that.
So someone else pulled that trigger?
But I would never do that!
Technically, yes, someone else did pull that trigger.
This does resemble reports of indoctrination.
Indoctrination? Me?
I love his reaction.
What
like,
about that Leviathan
I was
guys
indoctrinated?
mentioned? How does that tie in?
It's some kind of creature. Our field teams have been tracking it. That artifact came in from our researcher, Garneau. He sent an audio log if you wanna...
Oh.
What's wrong?
Turn back.
What are you talking about?
The darkness cannot be breached.
Get him over to the clinic. See if they can tell us what's wrong with him.
Yes, sir.
Commander, you'll want to see this. It's an outgoing message from Dr. Bryson to Admiral Hackett.
Dr. Bryson, you have an update?
Admiral, the Leviathan of Dis that we've been
I knew it.
investigating, I think we're really
I knew
onto
this was gonna have
something.
something to do with that, with the Leviathan of Dis, just when I heard the
About 20
name.
years ago, the Batarians discovered a Reaper corpse that had died in battle. They covered it up and denied it ever existed. But I'm intrigued by the larger implication.
What could have killed the Reaper in the first place?
Exactly.
A giant thresher moth.
That's the real Leviathan.
It's worth pursuing. Continue your investigation.
Like Joker said, we just need a gun that fires thresher moths, and we're all good.
There is also a follow-up message from a few
In
months
hindsight,
later.
Admiral, the Reapers
no,
are
I
shadowing
could make a
my
joke,
field
but I'm not
teams
gonna,
as
because
they're
it'll give
hunting
away the
Leviathan
ending of this
themselves.
DLC.
Whatever it is, I believe Leviathan is nothing less than a Reaper killer. Almost an apex predator. And it has them nervous. If we could just find it, imagine the impact on the war. I'm formally requesting assistance in tracking it down.
You'll have it. This is now your top priority, Doctor. Find that thing.
It appears we were meant to be that assistance.
Anything capable of killing a Reaper could do a lot of collateral damage.
Indeed.
Yet given the state of this conflict, I believe the saying, "The enemy of my enemy is my friend," may be relevant.
Absolutely.
But we won't know unless we can find it.
Bryson's assistant did say they recently received a log from their field researcher. It may yield more information.
I kind of like this whole investigate with Shepard and Shepard and
Must be
Edie
the
investigating the
artifact
lab
assistant
thing.
mentioned.
Pretty cool.
And here's the log.
Dr. Bryson, it's Garneau. I'm sending you an artifact I found. About the only thing I found there, in fact. Maybe it's nothing, but I'd swear Leviathan came through here. I'm gonna crunch some numbers. Burn up the rest of this project travel allowance. Maybe I can project our Reaper killer's movements. I'll check in when I get to the next site.
Garneau appears to be our best lead to track Leviathan, but he does not state a destination.
Let's focus on what he does say then.
He mentioned extrapolating Leviathan's path.
And crunching numbers. He wasn't flying blind. He had data.
A significant amount of data, judging by this office.
So how do we narrow it down?
Bryson and his colleagues evidently used a galaxy map search program in their hunt for Leviathan. It may help us locate Garneau.
That interface looks awesome with the space, how it's got like the stars in the
Tell us where
background.
Garneau went?
No, but we may be able to narrow down his location if we find clues he was using in his search for Leviathan.
And that thing is high octane nightmare fuel, and it serves no purpose whatsoever.
These are all murders in which the accused lacked a known motive and claimed memory loss.
Just like Bryson's assistant. You think Garneau was following a trail of blackout crimes?
It is possible. We need to find data matching dates and locations for crimes of this nature.
Here's the time and date chart for the crimes. Can you filter for murders where the killer claimed memory loss?
Adding the search filter, you may examine the results on the Galaxy Map program.
Let's also not forget the new weapon mods. Okay, that thing increases headshot damage, and that thing is like the piercing mods where it fires through cover. The headshot thing I like, but the problem is there's a high caliber. You can't have the high caliber barrel and the piercing mod at the same time,
We know the Reapers are after Leviathan.
so it's kind of
Studying
pointless.
Reaper hunting patterns could be vital to finding it.
That data is classified top secret, Dr. Bryson. If it falls into the wrong hands,
It won't. The data's encrypted. I'll keep the decryption key safe. Close to my heart.
Close to his heart. What the hell does that mean?
The Reaper fleet activity...
She's
isn't
outside still.
Per Bryson's statement in the law.
He said he was keeping the decryption key close to his heart.
Well, then let's look for something close to heart. But first things first, a fragment of Sovereign.
Sovereign. Vanguard of our destruction. How's that working out for you, big guy?
Owned.
By Anne Bryson. Age 9.
Records indicate Annie's now 28. She works for the Alliance.
Bryson was keeping the encryption key close to his heart. What's closer than family?
An interesting hypothesis, but I detect no trace of the decryption key in this.
If you look, you could see a Hanar in that drawing.
March 7th, 2186. I'm looking at the Rachni. Their movements during the Rachni Wars suggest alien influence. But the timing is wrong. And Rachni weren't implanted with Reaper tech. What if Leviathan was preparing the Rachni to fight the Reapers?
What do you think, Edie?
It is possible that Bryson's team is using ancient Rachni fleet activity to find Leviathan. If we can find data on the movement of ancient Rachni ships, it may help us narrow our search. Those appear to be sightings of ships that match Rachni signatures.
Can you add a cross-reference for locations of sightings?
Adding this search filter to the galaxy map.
Alright, something I want an answer to. Rachni. We need the next Mass Effect game. Wait.
Loch Ness Monster?
Tali'Zorah.
Loch Ness Monster is more interesting.
Interesting and non-existent.
Says the sentient computer program that's helping us fight an army of machines that wipe out all life every 50,000 years. Just saying. But I want another. If we make another Mass Effect game that's not set right after 3, and I'm guessing we're not going to have one set after 3 with how diverse the endings are. But I want it to be about the Rachni Wars, because I want to know what caused the Rachni to become violent. What specifically did it? Because, you know, we said it was because of the Reapers, we said it's because of the Protheans, and now we're saying it's because of this Leviathan creature. I want a clear explanation
Dr. Bryson, per your request,
on which one it was.
Task Force Aurora for intercepting Batarian communications regarding the Leviathan of Dis.
Commander, the Dreadnought is in custody, but the Solarians may have surveillance footage. Our ambassador will issue a full denial. Give me your preliminary analysis. Several million years old at least. And its technology outstrips anything on the Council. Excellent. Our scientists will work day and night to bring its secrets to light.
And they'll be indoctrinated.
One concern, Commander. The real Leviathan of Dis, the thing that destroyed the ship, is still out there. Unaccounted for. Irrelevant. The ship is our priority. And as far as the rest of the galaxy is concerned, there is no Leviathan of Dis. There never was.
Another piece of Anne Bryson's childhood art.
Wait a minute.
Aw. That looks cute.
Well, take a look at that.
I can use these numbers to construct a decryption key.
All right, let's get back to the data pad we found earlier.
First things first, let's get some more clues. Information on the Thorian, not sure if you can read it, I need better capture card quality. I don't have it, sadly enough.
Bryson was tracking unexplained creature sightings.
The photographs have a trace chemical residue. It may be visible under another light source. Bryson was not merely tracking sightings. He was attempting to extrapolate a course.
And Garneau could have been following that course. Edie, can you add a search filter for systems along that projected path?
Adding the search filter now.
Meteorite fragment, maybe?
He was studying it as an object of importance. We should look more
Oh my
closely at
god.
the sample.
That is a mod I would love. Because remember the Hornet, the 3-round burst SMG? I said to myself, we need a recoil dampener for this gun.
With traces of element 0. Would Leviathan need
Of course,
diesel?
now that the Geth Plasma
While it's
SMG
not
is out, I no
consumed
longer
as
need the
fuel
Hornet
during
at all,
interstellar
so
travel.
kind of
Element
pointless.
0 will decay after several centuries of active use. If Leviathan is old enough, it would need to replenish its supplies.
Okay. Can you give me a search filter for locations with element 0?
Adding it now.
Maybe I could give it to Liara or someone else uses an SMG. Because I give Edie the blood pack thing from the Firefight DLC, and I give her a long-range pistol.
Decryption complete. Analyzing data. These movements do not match the standard invasion pattern. The Reapers are searching for something.
And I'll bet Garneau used this intel. Can you make a search filter for it?
Doing so now.
I think that's everything. There's also a bathroom in this lab that serves no purpose, other than, you know, being a bathroom. Oh yeah, I almost forgot this.
Is this Prothean?
Yes. I believe Dr. Bryson and you all have much to discuss.
Can you add a search filter for locations known to have Prothean ruins or artifacts?
Of course.
Alright. So you only need 3 of these hints.
Alien sightings.
Based on the search results, Garneau is in one of these 5 systems. I have marked the Normandy map with possible locations. We can leave now, unless you wish to further narrow the search.
Alright, not right activity. Not blackout crimes. There we go.
Element 0 deposits.
There we go.
Three possibilities.
And finally, Reaper activity.
Reaper activity?
We have a match, marking the galaxy.
Achievement
map.
unlocked.
Good. Let's go find Garneau.
And this thing is still fucking creepy as all hell. Anyway, to the destination to find this Leviathan thing, or, well, Dr. Garneau, in hopes of finding Leviathan. Yeah, the Normandy flying. Cool story, bro. God, even with the disc installed, these load times feel like they go on forever. Hell, funny thing, I installed Mass Effect 2 onto my disc in the hopes of having shortening the load times, because that one had ridiculously long load times, and I swear to God, installing it actually made the game take longer to load. Like, when I travel on the mass relays, it gets all skippy and whatnot. So so installing it actually negatively impacted the game's performance.
I found something.
So giving you a quick look at a war asset first. Alright. To Dr. Garneau.
Signal confirmed. We have located Garneau.
Excellent. And for something as big as Leviathan, something that could very well have to do with the history of the Reapers, I need my A-team with me. Nope, wrong one. Come on, go back. There, that's more like it. That's my A-team. And I'm assuming you all know this. I'm assuming everyone here knows this already. But if you don't, give Garrus the Falcon, the grenade launcher Falcon, because even though it has a fixed sort of firing rate, Garrus can, for some reason, fire it like a fucking machine gun. And I'm guessing the other characters that use assault rifles can do that as well. But it's quite handy to have a crap load of grenades, all being blasted at your enemies at high velocity.
What exactly is on this asteroid?
Mining facility. TGS Mineral Works. Small operation. Could be a good place for Leviathan to hide.
We've all read Edie's notes on Bryson's lab. Any questions?
Is there a clearer idea of what this Leviathan was?
Not really. We only know it killed a Reaper.
And Garneau was looking for it. He's the one we're after.
Right. If we find Garneau, we find Leviathan.
Good.
The doctor was right. Anything powerful enough to kill a Reaper needs to be investigated. I just hope Garneau has the answers we need.
I'm reading Reaper enemy signatures in the asteroid field.
Bryson said they were shadowing his field teams. If they're after Leviathan too, Reapers are a good sign.
That's not something you hear every day.
Take us in.
It's nice to hear your squad mates actually have dialogue, because in Mass Effect 2, that was the big weakness, is that your squad mates had no dialogue whatsoever in any of the DLC I can recall. Later, the Shadow Broker, Overlord, and Arrival. Don't remember anything of the sort.
Don't go anywhere, Cortez. We'll grab this guy and be right out. Keep me updated on the Reaper situation.
Yes, Commander.
You might notice I quick save a lot. There's a reason for that. Remember what I said about needing better capture software? Also, if you notice any skips, like jump cut, any what appear to be jump cuts, there should have been one or two already. That's because
Scouting party.
the capture starts dropping frames too easily. Ambush time! The first time I saw one of those things, my immediate reaction was, those things make the brutes from Halo look like a bunch of pussies. This seems to work well against them. Even in multiplayer, I found myself relying on that for brutes.
Let's get Garneau before the serious.
Until I got a bunch of really good weapons.
Civilians, they must be terrified.
But to be fair, the Rigger Carbine is an excellent weapon. The problem is ammo. It doesn't have much ammo, though. The mods I gave it fixed that, and the fact that I can upgrade it. But I'm stuck on like the version 1 or 2 or whatever in multiplayer, so I really don't have much. So it's not prudent to put in a long multiplayer match, which is sad because it's very useful, especially when you're encountering brutes.
Welcome to TGS Mineral Works. All guests need to sign in at reception.
They seem awfully calm.
And you think these guys would be able to figure out what's going on just a little bit faster. I mean, I know we don't know what Leviathan is, but we already know that this guy. We already know a case of Dr. Bryson's assistant losing control and killing.
I'm Commander Shepard of the Alliance.
Doctor.
You just had Reaper troops attacking your front door.
Are they still there?
I've taken care of them for now.
I see. That will be all.
That will be.
I mean, I know this whole thing is supposed to be creepy, but to be honest, those two in particular, more than anyone else, are really creepy. Just the way the camera angles at them and how they both finish each other's sentences.
Yes. Welcome to TGS Mineral
You'll see what I mean in a minute.
How can we help you? Yes. For the tour. Please sign in.
You don't seem worried about those Reapers. You know something I don't?
TGS Mineral Works is a small to mid-level supplier of tungsten to the galaxy.
That's not what I meant.
Are you familiar with the applications of tungsten?
Look, we don't have time to waste. I'm looking for a researcher, Dr. Garneau. He would have arrived within the last couple weeks. If he's still here, I need to speak to him.
We have no Dr. Garneau. Do you need to see a doctor?
That is what I'm talking
How
about.
about I just go in and look around?
No. The access elevator is broken.
Just the way that's paced in time. But we have no doctor. Do you wish to see a doctor?
And now, we're done. Step away. Step away. You don't belong here.
Something's wrong with them.
No!
Come on.
Really? Something's wrong with them? I never guessed! I mean, I love these guys and all. I love the Mass. I love Commander Shepard and his/her team, but they're kind of slow in this. They're kind of slow in this particular endeavor. LOL. I don't know why. This is the way he goes. I will call security. Makes me laugh.
Excuse me.
You don't belong here.
You shouldn't be here. Trying really hard to make out the words because I mean, maybe it'll look better. Maybe it'll look better in the actual video. I don't know.
We need to fix that elevator.
doubtful, though.
Did he die?
Yes, it was an accident. He died.
I don't know anything about that.
I'm looking for a Dr. Garneau.
I don't know what you mean.
Aren't you worried about the Reapers?
You know nothing. Go away.
Whatevs, bruh. Let's go fix that elevator. By using a multiplayer mechanic.
Repair terminal activated.
I'll set the drone to repair the elevator, but we have to stay with it.
Hi there, multiplayer mechanic. When I first saw that drone in multiplayer, my immediate thought was, if that thing starts giggling and saying, "I am a genius," I'm calling shotgun on the first lifeboat out of here. Garneau was in the elevator. I can make that out.
The security log for the elevator said Garneau was here in the last week. Why would they lie about that?
No idea. Let's hope we don't have to look too far.
And why would they talk in a creepy monotone like this? Do you need to see a doctor? Historical weather events of the Hanar government. That doesn't seem much like mining, does it? Something about a crossbreed. Yeah, crossbreeding. That's what they're doing.
So is it just me? Or are these people doing everything but mining?
Yep. And Garrus, you're in Tali's way. I think.
Have you seen Dr. Garneau?
You shouldn't be here. Evolutionary implications of human biotics. That's odd.
Turn back. You shouldn't.
So let's see, what do we got so far? Crossbreeding, weather tracking, and evolutionary applications of human biotics. Typical things I'd see from a mining facility. Wouldn't you agree?
Even estimating 60 days for complete global starvation. That's the merciful route.
Absolutely. That's the data to use. This frame pain threshold before psychosis.
Hey!
What's the pain stimuli if applied more quickly?
Interesting. We should look into that.
This is a restricted security terminal. A level 5 passcode is required for access.
I don't have one.
Access.
I love Shepard's. I don't have one. I like how they actually make it so how they actually have the bypass thing, even though you're not in, combat gameplay.
Turn back. You don't belong here.
Yeah. I'm getting it.
Get out of here. You shouldn't be here. Turn back. Get out of here. And I missed what that one was. Also, it gives me the opportunity to look at this in a different camera angle. Because I always found that bypass to be really cool looking.
Attention. Comm system is offline. This message was not sent.
Bryson, it's Garneau. I've had to go into hiding, and I need you to come get me. I found another one of those artifacts here. More important than we realized. It's in the mines. Here's the nav point. That's where I'll be. If something happens, I'm attaching a passcode that I hacked together. It'll open any security terminal. Bryson, something is very wrong here. Please hurry. I'm out.
So, he's still here. Do we have that passcode hack?
Yes, we just need to enter it at the security terminal.
Punch in Garneau's terminal hack and see what it gets us.
Access granted.
A ship dropped him off a week ago.
Interesting looking ship.
It looks like he had full access at one point before going into hiding.
Oh crap.
Unknown male was involved in an altercation in the mines.
Garneau was heading to the mines.
Looks like he was taken to the med bay.
You are in the mineral lab, a low-security, all-access area. The medbay is restricted to authorized personnel with active patient file numbers.
I've got the file.
Excellent.
Let's go get Garneau.
Good thing I brought her along with her excellent computer skills. Well, she's more ship part. She's more engineering, but still tech. Her tech is her thing, and I guess computers would be more Edie's, but.
TGS Mineral Works has an eye on the future. Cutting-edge research.
But hey, Tali can hack in. But Tali's like one of the best at hacking technology, so still qualifies.
You shouldn't be here.
You know, she sounded the least That was the least creepy sounding "you shouldn't be here" I've heard of the whole thing. So yeah, there was our jump cut.
An active patient file number is required.
File 7364.
Access granted.
So you just say out loud it? That's kind of a pretty piss poor way to input it.
Turn back.
Okay, I need to figure out how to get into that room. I keep missing the entrance to that room. And of course it's still late now, because the door's locked behind me.
Is that Garneau?
If it is, we came a long way for nothing.
If you are looking for Garneau, you have found him. I am Dr. Garneau.
I'm Commander Shepard of the Alliance. Are you all right?
Yes. Only I'm trapped in here.
What's been going on in this place?
I was doing my research. Until the incident.
They attacked you.
It's true. But aside from my confinement, I'm fine.
Bryson's research led me to you.
Bryson sent you?
He's dead, Doctor. Killed by his assistant.
I see.
I need you to tell me everything you found on the Leviathan. Bryson seemed to think it killed a Reaper.
It's a myth. A dead end.
Right, sure.
But what about the artifact you mentioned in your message?
I did? No.
Yes, Doctor, you did. But now we've got Reaper forces attacking, so I need to break you out. We'll grab the artifact and go.
Reapers. The darkness must not be breached.
Why not?
The darkness?
Why do you pursue me?
Doctor?
Leave the artifact. You will not take what is mine.
I don't think we're talking to.
Considering it has a completely different voice, yes.
You killed a Reaper. I need your help.
You bring only death.
Yeah, death of those nightmare machines, maybe. And unfortunately, the death of some of my friends, too. Oh, God damn it! I moved by mistake. Come on, open this door! Catch that son of a bitch!
Someone cut the power.
There he goes.
Leave this place.
No! Not without you.
We need to get to that artifact before he does.
We said it was in the mines.
We'll need to find a different route.
Alright. We're heading through a loading screen. That means we're about to get into the action. Bring it!
Garneau's notes gave us a nav point for the artifact.
Next track station.
Looks like we're not the only ones headed that way.
Wherever.
And this is why you bring Garrus. Because he always has the best lines. Still more? Alright. is!
There he goes.
And the Reapers are in our way now. Take that! God, I love the Revenant. Death Machine.
Watch our flank!
Yeah, even though I said I like the Hornets, Geth Plasma SMG is more reliable. I was so glad that we got this in single player, because I remember getting that in multiplayer thinking, holy shit, this thing's awesome! And I was sitting on acid, wasn't I? Oh! Alright. Whenever I hear that sound, I want to strangle everything that ever existed. First time through, I didn't even know about the Black Star until I cleared out every enemy in the level. Ouch! Collateral damage much. But hey, took down both of them.
There's the door.
Okay, let's find that artifact.
And let's kill that thing. Its constant shooting's annoying me. Come on, open the door.
What was that?
Looks like the door's power supply has been cut.
There are the trouble spots. The drone can repair it.
Oh my god, you're covered in acid, Tali!
We'll need to escort it.
But it's damaged and running on reserve power.
Let's make it quick then.
First things first, grab a mod.
Stay close to the drone.
Got it!
And multiplayer time. With the terrain in this level, staying close to the drone is not quite as easy as it is in multiplayer. Though to be fair... Actually, you know what? This is actually slightly more difficult than in multiplayer, outside of the fact that it's a much shorter destination. Because the drone can actually take damage now, and it doesn't help you. The only advantage is that multiplayer, that enemies are infinitely more challenging in multiplayer.
One repair done. One to go. Gotta hold on a little longer.
So I suppose I could play on a harder difficulty for that. I was actually surprised. I figured the harder difficulties would be like really hard, but I tried. I went through Tali's recruitment in Match by 2-1 hardcore to try to get the Geth Plasma rifle, and I was surprised it was a lot easier than I thought it'd be. Then again, I have beaten 3 of the Halo games on Legendary by myself without any co-op, so maybe I'm just
on it.
More accustomed to it than I give myself credit for. And why aren't you moving? Get moving! Oh, fuck me.
I hear you. I'm on it.
Ow. Run, repair that. Come on, get to repairing. Wow. You know what? A New Game Plus run with Garrett. Having a New Game Plus run with Garrus would be very useful because with the Falcon. Of course, you can't get in non-New Game Plus. You can't get the Falcon until you get to Cerberus headquarters. Though that still leaves it useful for Earth. That's for sure. Though if I ever consider doing an Insanity run, I'll keep the Falcon in mind for my assault rifle squad mates.
Let's head back. Door should be online.
So honestly, okay, I need to something that you know that I can't pronounce it, but the Chrysace sniper rifle, that Turian-based sniper rifle we got in DLC. Something that pisses me off about it is that it's a very useful sniper rifle. It fires like explosive rounds, kind of like what the Ravager use. But I gave it to Garrus, and he does not use it. The AI doesn't use it properly. And why won't this door open? Anyway, when I see Garrus use it, he fires like regular shots that I expect out of a Mantis or a Widow.
That artifact, it's like in Bryson's office.
You know, I swear to God, I saw this in... They took a still shot...
Garneau!
Holy shit, explosions. Anyway, they had a still shot of this sequence in their screenshots for this, and it made it look like it was a gameplay sequence. Kind of let down, but it was just a cutscene.
Shepard, you need to see this.
What have you got?
That wasn't Garneau. This is. And it looks like he's been dead for a while.
So, Leviathan can have Bryson killed, can take over this colony, and he can use them as puppets. Huh.
Powerful.
Anything else useful?
Encrypted data and a personal log with 8 missed calls from a Dr. Anne Bryson.
Anne Bryson?
Who are you? What are you doing here?
I'm Commander Shepard. Are you all right?
I think so. I feel strange, but all right.
Do you recognize this man?
I've never seen him before in my life.
There's a mirror. Their outfit's slightly shinier
Someone
than
here
usual.
killed him.
Someone here. How is that possible? I'm so sorry.
Can you tell me anything about what happened to you?
Not really. I remember... It just seemed cold. I remember a feeling...
You know, I want to nitpick something. It's a stupid It's a stupid nitpick, but...
That's
have you ever noticed how everyone has, like, these perfect physiques in this universe?
That artifact. You know where it came from?
Came out of the mine. Right. Head office was supposed to send someone. That's about all I can...
Cortez, what's your situation? Can you bring the shuttle?
Affirmative. Strangest thing. A couple of minutes ago, the Reaper forces broke off and left.
Reaper. What's a Reaper?
What year do you think this is?
2176.
2176 was 10 years ago.
What?
Oh, shit.
Let's arrange for these people to be evacuated.
It's gotta suck.
Quarantine.
I mean, it's one thing.
If these people have been out of it for that long, they're in for a shock.
Yeah, that's what I've been saying. It's one thing alone just to be out of it for 10 years. All the things that have changed, but to top of that...
So, not only can Leviathan
hold on a
take down
minute.
a Reaper, but it can indoctrinate people, too.
Do you think it actually is a Reaper?
Interesting story on that I'll tell you later.
If it is a Reaper, then I want to know what it's up to.
Up to no... Is it up to no good?
How long has it been out here? More importantly, why? Edie, did we get anything from Garneau's notes?
Yes. They suggest that Garneau created a way to block the artifact's mind-affecting properties. The artifact seems to be the key.
Agreed. When I head back to Bryson's office, I want you there.
Yes, Commander.
I want to know just what the hell these artifacts really are and what they can do.
Whatever they are, they're too dangerous to have around.
And we've got one sitting right in the middle of the Citadel.
Alright, so now we will talk to the squad. Now let's talk to our squad mates about what we just saw. Because you know your squad mates always have some interesting reactions to that. But what I like is that they actually have all your squad mates say stuff. Like the biggest complaint I had in 3 about the squad mate comments was that Tali said had absolutely nothing to say. I mean, she and Garrus are the only 2 people in this who have been with you through all 3 games. Well, I mean, the only 2 squad mates anyway.
Leviathan's
Because you had Chalk wasn't
restraints
Joker,
are
but
odd. My AI shadow.
But she should have some things to say about a lot of the experiences and a lot of the old friends you meet up with. And but yeah, as I was saying before about the mining colony, yeah, it's not only are they waking up 10 years, that's 10 years of their life gone, but now the present day, the galaxy's a doom. The galaxy is in its pending doom.
Please enjoy your day.
My sources told me the production numbers were wrong at that mining facility. I assumed they were just smuggling red sand. I never took the time to look closer. Too much intel. Too many places for secrets to hide. I'm going to have to start sleeping less.
You know, it's bad when the shadow broker gets duped by things like that and hit the guy button by mistake, I guess. But yeah, that's sad when it's like. Then again, Liara kind of drops the ball a bit in this game. Not, Cerberus where's Cerberus headquarters? I guess she was too busy spying on Shepard's love life.
You've got to wonder how much longer that would have lasted if we hadn't come along. Just when I thought we were getting a handle on Reapers, this happens. Maybe Leviathan's more than a bullseye.
This Leviathan thing can just kick you out of your own head? I don't know what's worse. Killing people outright, or making them suffer like that.
We'll see what our good friend Ash has to say.
Hey there.
Making them suffer like that. In my opinion, most of the assuming that because we don't like the relationship between the Catalyst and the Reapers is never really elaborated upon. But if the Reapers are just the slaves of the Catalyst, which I suspect they are, then they're suffering a fate worse than death.
Everyone there under Leviathan's control. It reminded me of Pharaohs. How many other
So in a way,
people
killing
out
them is
there
an act of
are
mercy.
trapped like that? We need to find Leviathan.
Mm-hmm. Thud, thud, thud. And for some... Does Javik have anything to say about this? Seriously. I mean, I can't get him to talk. I mean, the second and third missions, yes, but the first mission, he never gives me any comments. So tell me if he does have something to say.
That asteroid facility was messed up. 10 years of your life, just gone. You're working out there, sending letters to
Well,
your
gang,
family
it looks like we have
back
another
home,
mystery on
and
our
you wake
hands.
up,
Sorry,
and your
couldn't
hair's
resist.
gone. Your kid's in college, and your six-pack has turned into a cake. It's just messed up.
Mm-hmm. That it is. Now, back to the CIC. Normally, I'd also be spending the money I earned on upgrading my weapons, but screw that. I don't need to. I already have it. I already have archive. I already have saved archive for every mission. Though with future DLC, I might have to delete a few of those saves just to make room because I only have one free save left.